Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Susie and today I'm gonna show you how I count my macros. If you don't know what macros are, basically I'm pretty sure you know what calories are. Calories is everything that's behind like whatever you eat and the nutrition facts. When I was overweight, I used to not care about macros or calories. I would just eat until I was satisfied, but that's a whole nother story. If you're new, I did used to be obese and have diabetes, but then I completely changed my lifestyle. I lost 100 pounds and now I'm here trying to help as many people as possible. So I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible and as straight up as possible because I can talk forever like right now. Alright, so calories. Calories basically is made out of protein, carbs, and fat. Those are macronutrients. I don't want to confuse you, but just to explain to you a little bit about macros. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories, 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. Which higher fat items are higher calorie because 1 gram of fat is equals to 9 calories. I don't like any diet. I don't like any type of diet because I feel like when you're dieting, because I've tried it before, everything I'm going to talk about is because I already went through it and I have tried so many different things, and I'm going to tell you guys the only thing that actually has worked for me. So when you're in a diet, you feel really restricted. You have like a list of good and bad foods, and then you don't eat the bad foods, but your body wants it on purpose. It craves it because you haven't given it to them because you're restricted, and naturally humans, we want what we can't have. Who agrees? Also, dieting so much can cause people to binge eat, which is when you are so hungry all the time, you're starving yourself, you're depriving yourself so much that then you want to go to binge. Whenever you have a bite of something that's bad in your bad list, then you go crazy and you're like, well, I already effed up, I'm just gonna continue eating, but who cares, tomorrow I'll start again. And then it's just a cycle that goes on and on and on. What I found that works for me is called flexible eating. That's when macros and calories come in. So you basically calculate your macros or calories. Every person's different. I can't share with you my macros, what macros I use to lose weight, because we're all different weight, different height. We do different things throughout the day. Some people sit all day and at work, some people are active, so we all require different amount of calories or energy. So that's why you customize your macros. You can look online, there's so many websites, but it's not always so it's a general number they're giving you. I don't like to follow that. Sometimes they tell you to eat too little of what you should. Sometimes they tell you to eat more. I do offer online coaching because it's really hard to just, help anyone. I don't know anything about you. I don't know who you are, where you come from, where you've been, what are your goals. So that's why I offer online coaching. If you're interested, email me. So I customize the numbers for the person. I ask them all about them, and I need to know their background, and then that's gonna help me create their numbers and their plan. So once you have your numbers, when you figure out your numbers, if you don't have a coach, you don't need to have a coach, but try to figure it out. You're gonna have to play around with your body. Try numbers for 2 weeks and see how your body's responding. How you're feeling. You're maybe under eating. When you're feeling dizzy and you're feeling like you can't think and you're feeling slow and headaches, that means you're really under eating. So you gotta fix that. That's really important. So once you figure your numbers out, I'm gonna show you guys the app that I use to track my macros. So the app that I like to use to track my macros is called MyFitnessPal. So this is the app that I use to track my calories and macros. So here, even this app can help you figure out your macros. You just go to settings and go to goals. When you first download the app, you can create it with everything, your height, everything, and that's gonna give you some numbers. You can follow that if you like. I didn't follow them. I changed it to customize to me because, like I said, I play around with my macros so much that I know exactly what's my maintenance, what's my deficit to lose weight, and what's my surplus to gain weight. So I've been through it all. So just input everything, and then it's gonna give you your numbers, and it's gonna give you really off macros. Like, let me go. You're gonna go to goals. Let's say it gave you to eat 1,500 calories a day. It's gonna give you your carbs, protein, and fat, which is the thing I'm telling you that we're gonna focus on. Those are the macros that we're gonna be counting. Here you can customize. You can make, I don't know, your protein Your calories at 1,500, 40% are from carbs, 40% are from protein, and 20% are from fat. So you're gonna click OK, and here it's gonna tell you, according to that percentage, it's gonna tell you the macros, that the grams that you need per day. So here they are. So I'm just pretending carbs 150 grams a day, 150 grams of protein, and 33 grams of fat. All you have to do with this app, I love it because you can find almost every food in here, and if you can't find it, you can just scan it with the barcode, and you can label your meals. Like here, I have more than 3. It's gonna give you 3 meals a day. I customized it for 5 because I have a lot of meals during the day. So here I kind of named it breakfast, pre-workout, post-workout. So you just basically change all that in your settings. So let's say, I'm gonna show you guys, if you can't find it, you can literally just add the name, everything, and it's gonna pop up. So I'm gonna show you guys, you can also use a barcode right here at the edge. And then we're gonna go ahead and scan it if you can't find it. And there you go. So you have to be careful here. Here it's giving me 35 calories. It's only 1 serving. This bag has 4 servings. So if you're thinking you can eat the whole bag for that many calories, it's wrong. You need to pay attention. Pay attention to the bag. Like for example, this bag, it says serving size 1 cup, and there is 4 servings. So if you're planning to eat the whole bag, which is not bad because it's a lot of veggies, you're just gonna put, so remember, 4 servings, and you're gonna change it here to serving size 84 grams. That's 1 serving. We're gonna change it to 4 servings, and that's your total calories for the whole bag, which is 140 calories. And then if you scroll down, it's gonna give you the rest of your macros. This is 0 fat, it's 32 carb, and 8 grams of protein. So that's how you track if you have a packaged food. As far as like weighing in chicken or any meats, if you're gonna start weighing your meats raw, then do it raw all the time because it does change when you cook it, and it weighs different when it's cooked. If you're gonna look for like a tuna sandwich, I don't recommend you to do that because there's like a million types of different breads, a million types of different cheeses, different types of amount they could add. I suggest if you're making that sandwich, you add 1 item by 1, like 2 slices of bread, and then which tuna you used, how much. And that's also very important because there's so many foods in here that people create and they save it, and then it's gonna pop up when you look for that item. So I'm hoping I'm making sense and trying to explain the best possible. So a lot of my clients ask me, what can I eat? Is this good? You can basically eat anything you want. Anything you want, as long as it fits those numbers, as long as you don't go over your numbers. Food is food. Even if you eat healthy food, if you eat too much of it, you can still gain weight if you go over your calories. I don't care. There's so many vegans and vegetarians that eating plant-based food is healthy, but there's some people that are still like overweight, and that's because you're still going over your calories. At the end of the day, no matter what you eat, calories are calories, and if you go over the number that your body requires, you're gonna gain weight, or if you go under those numbers, you're gonna lose weight. So it's very important to find that number, and I do recommend tracking your macros. It's important to get to know your body, and if you're stuck and you feel like you're not losing weight, nothing's working, you're working out, you're eating healthy, I recommend you learn to count your macros, also weighing your food. I've showed how I weigh my food, and that's also important because even if you eyeball or if you think, oh, I think that's a cup, you still can be really off. Obviously, food that's higher calorie is that kind of food that's junk food, like chips and donuts. All that is really high calorie, which is why I prefer eating lower calorie foods, healthier foods, because obviously they are lower calories. I get to eat more, I get to fit in more food because like veggies are really low calorie, chicken breast is really low calorie. So honestly, it's up to you, and I feel good when I eat more veggies and I eat healthier food or more nutritious food. That's why I choose that. But if one day I'm really craving let's say a donut, I'm gonna have that donut and I'm gonna make it fit. I'm just gonna basically adjust the rest of my day. Like, I know I'm having a donut, so in the morning I'm gonna eat lower fat and lower carb. I know a donut is really high carb and really high fat. So it's kind of like common sense eating. See what you're eating, and a lot of the junk food also is really low protein. It has no protein, so that's why if you eat junk all day, it's gonna be really hard for you to meet the macros, your protein, macro. That's why I like flexible eating, because I know I'm allowed to eat everything. It's just up to me, and obviously I'm gonna choose lower calorie foods because first, they make me feel good. Second, I can eat more of them. And third, I'm getting all my vitamins and everything I need. Also, fiber is really important, which is what you're gonna find in veggies and stuff like that. So obviously, I always recommend eat as many veggies as you can, because obviously they're really good for you. And another tip I can give you is plan your meals, because if you're just eating and at the end of the day adding everything you're eating, at the end of the day you can be really off and you might need like 80 grams of protein, and it's really hard to eat 80 grams of protein in one sitting. So I recommend you plan your days the day before. Okay, for breakfast I want this, and add everything, and then just follow that. And it's really easy. You can create your own plan. Like I said, if you don't know, if you still don't trust yourself and you want some guidance, email me, and then I am coaching. Like I said, I can help you customize your numbers. Something else I want to quickly add is I know we're talking about sustainable eating, and diets are not sustainable because you're just basically feeling restricted, and then once you're off the diet you basically go crazy and gain all the way back, which is why it happens. I went through it. I would try every single diet. I would end the diet, I would get to my goal, or I would only lose 20 pounds, and then I would eat normal, and then that's when I gain all my weight. So that's why I said it's a lifestyle change. I used to eat so much junk food. I was addicted to hot Cheetos, to ice cream, to brownies. Not that I don't ever eat sweets, but now I rather make it my healthier versions with lower calorie, with more macro friendly items, and I'm happy, and that's all that matters. So I know we're talking about sustainable dieting, and you might be thinking, how am I gonna track my food my whole life? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, once you learn what macros are, and you start to read labels, and you start to recognize serving sizes and everything, you're naturally gonna be able to eyeball your food. And I haven't been tracking forever. When I was losing weight I was tracking, and then once I was maintaining for a while, I was just eyeballing, and I was maintaining my weight. I wasn't gaining weight because I know it's all common sense. So no, you don't have to track forever. And it took me a while to stop tracking because I was so used to it. It was like a routine. And since I eat most of the same things, I knew I was eating okay. And I know in the morning I had a lot of carbs, and I don't feel like I've had enough protein. So for lunch or dinner, I'm gonna add more protein, or for a snack, I'm gonna add more protein, because you just know. So flexible eating is not a diet. This is what has worked for me, and I feel like it's gonna help with everyone having knowledge in food, knowing what you're eating. And it's important to know what's a carb, what's a protein, and what's a fat. So I'm hoping this video helped you guys. If you guys have any more questions, please let me know. I know you're watching this because you're trying to be a better person. You're trying to be the best version of you, and I'm so happy for you, and I'm glad, and I'm here for you, and I'm here to support you, or anyone, because that's my only goal here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope, again, it was helpful. I love you guys so much, and remember, do what's right, not what's easy. Until next time.